My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire. Oh baby, it feels good to be back. First off, apologies, there was not an episode yesterday. My sincerest apologies, absolutely nothing I could do about it. I goofed it super hard the night before and managed to get myself hospitalized with a knee injury. Hell yeah! But it was good for a good cause. I was leaping from a burning building 3rd floor that I'd run into to save a baby that I'd heard crying inside. I definitely didn't just get up from my chair super wrong and accidentally screw up my knee with what is usually a sports injury, but I got it from my sedentary behavior somehow. Anyway, it is Slay the Spire time. We've got a daily climb, the 29th of June 2018, not even 2019 this time. That's right, I'm not living in the future no more. Character Ironclad, and then 3 modifiers that I hate, but together I hate them a lot. It's insane, right? They're more than the sum of their parts. Insanity, start with a random deck of 50 cards. Certain future, the map contains only one path. And Hoarder, whenever you add a card to your deck, add 2 additional copies. You can no longer remove cards from your deck at the merchant. So we're going to start with a deck of 150 cards, as opposed to the standard 10 or 12 as the silent, which is like, garbage. It's horrible and I hate it. So effectively what I'm going to look to do is just try and find Mind Blast. That's it. That's my only goal. Find and upgrade Mind Blast. This is also probably the closest to like the thickest deck that I will ever have in my life. Let's also actually check the top 100 again. Anyone here that I recognize? I'm trying to be a little more careful in my check because there have been a couple of you that I do happen to remember the names of who've pointed out that they were on the list. I'm still not seeing anyone. Damn. Alright, well, let's embark. Let's get ourselves on there. Time for a challenge. Oh, okay, so it's not doing it like it usually does the other cards, right? So usually when the modifiers, says you start your deck, or your starting deck has, right? It usually adds those cards to your deck at the very start. You have a deck that has 0 cards and then it adds them. So I expected it was going to be adding 50 cards and then I'd get duplicates of each. So typically what you do for an Ironclad, what's the name of this mod again? Ironclad Hoarder mod, is you effectively just get strikes, perfected strikes. Upgrade 2 cards. Oh, a barricade and a... I mean, probably extremely definitely wasn't worth doing either of any of that. Now you might think, Rhapsody, wasn't there a better way of expressing that? No, not at all. All right, let's see. Red and wow, Perfected Strike has... Really? I would have just assumed. Okay, so we've got 1 Perfected Strike in there. And... Huh, really? Yeah, that's it. Oh, wow. So we're just going to need a lot of strikes to add into this deck. Havoc to see if it kills, and it does. Take the pommel strikes. Again, they're strikes. I'm going to pommel first. Intimidate for nothing, and then Sever Soul to just burn the rest of you. I don't know if we will ever see the other side of this deck. Especially if we keep getting all these strikes. So, if I want to go for a score mod, I don't really want to, but if I want to go for a score mod, I pick up Headbutt here, because then I'll have a... Yeah. Then I'll have a collector's modifier for it, because I've already got a Headbutt in my base deck, and then when I pick that up, I pick it up with the Hoarder mod, so I get 3 copies of it. Ultimately, I have 4 copies of it. Now with 4 copies, I get the collector mod, or rather the collector score bonus, which is 25 for every card of which you have 4 or more copies. Non-base cards, so normal strikes and normal defense don't count. Alright, here we should take Steroid and Weak. Juzu Bracelet, okay. Regular enemy combats are no longer encountered in question mark rooms. Happy to get that earlier rather than later. See, one of the big problems here is I would really like to pick up something in this store. Probably... I mean, taking Sever Soul and Uppercut would get me 2 more collector's bonuses already. Because I already have a Uppercut in my base deck, and I already have a Sever Soul in my base deck. But I also kind of want to save money Because if this is ever Mind Blast, it's extraordinarily important that I get it. But we know that we can't have a shot for a very long time. So I'll take Sever Soul and Uppercut, and both of those were just taken to get 25 score mod each, basically. So basically the only cards that are extraordinarily important for me to upgrade are going to be those Perfected Strikes. Alright. Bottled Flame. Upon pickup, choose an attack card. At the start of each combat, that attack card will be in an open hand. Well, we should do that with the upgraded Perfect Strike, I feel. And in fact, will do. Because it is going to be getting much better over the course, right, of these. Rage should probably also be upgraded, but not over the Perfect Strikes. Okay. I really wish I could Uppercut here. Oh well. It's probably Uppercut Headbutt. Put the Perfected Strike back on top of my deck so I can play it again next turn. So that's 27, 9, 36, plus another 27 next turn is 43, 63. So I would need some vulnerability applied, unfortunately. If I want to perfect the boss, that is. Or I could just Uppercut and then not Headbutt, probably, because I don't want to put another Uppercut back on top of the deck. TBH. So it's probably Uppercut Havoc if I want to do that. All right, let's go with that. The vulnerability this turn and the weakness is pretty important. Yeah, why? I'm not going to be defended this turn, unfortunately. And if I threw it back to this hand, that is to say the previous Perfect Strike, it wouldn't have saved me. So I can deal 40 damage with this, and then 14, 7, 21. So I can deal 61 damage total. Is there any way to deal more? Short of Havoc hitting a bludgeon or something like that, no. So we'll try the Havoc. Hit a Rampage. Oh well. Sure. I'll be Perfected Striking here then. Easy. Ice Cream. Energy is now conserved between turns. That's pretty good, because we had problems with energy not being conserved between turns there. Take another Power Potion. Uppercut we already have 4 copies of. See, if I take Pummel here, I'm then going to have to take a next Pummel, and I will have 6 copies of Pummel in my deck just to get the 1 Collector's bonus. Probably not worth it for me. I did get the Uppercut bonus, right? Yeah, I do. I've already got the Collector's bonus for Uppercut. If you get 8 copies of something, it doesn't give you... Wait, 1? 1 Uppercut, 2 Uppercut, 3 Uppercut, 4 Uppercut, and then I picked up 3. No, I already had 4 Uppercut in my deck. Oh, I garbaged it all up. There's an Entrench, though, so I should probably take the Entrench. Yeah, and I've only got 1 of those. Okay. All right. Right, I'm going to use the Steroid Potion here. I'm going to knock out both of y'all trying to deal some damage to me. It's going to kill the backline of this turn. I just guess I hope that I get 23 damage this turn. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. Oh, well. And there we go. Regen Potion, as well as Flex or Inflame, will both get us Collector's bonuses. Flex is better for us currently, so sure, we'll take it. Oh, yes. This is perfect. Excellent opening hand there. Sword Boomerang versus Metallicize versus Carnage. I'm pretty sure I have both a Sword Boomerang and a Metallicize in the deck. Yeah, and I've only got 1 Metallicize as well, so we'll take it. Cool. Oh, it is time to get thick. It is thick boy season. You have to be weakened. Alright. There's basically no hand that should that's incapable of dealing 6 damage here. I'll heal up a little as well. Excellent. Get a Dex potion that I'm never going to be using, so I won't take it. I don't think we have a True Grit or a Carnage in this deck so far. Or if we do, I've not seen it. Okay, it doesn't appear that we do. I'm not going to take any of those. I could take a Flame Barrier, actually, and I wouldn't be sad about it. Would I take a second Flame Barrier? Yeah, I probably would. Cool, I'm taking Flame Barrier. Okay. I mean, the Perfected Strikes are going to be our win condition, right? I'm wondering if I should Power Potion here. I'm not going to yet. I mean, because the only ones that would be extremely important immediately would be... Oh, no. If I hit you with a headbutt, you'll actually transform this turn. I'm probably better off waiting and trying to transform you better. Flex, flex, double tap, immolate. Yeah, it's a pretty good transformation right there. 27 on the splits. Insane. And then we put the bludgeon back on top of the deck and then kill next turn. Easy. That's a perfect right there. These are the ones where it really matters. Bludgeon, I mean, it's probably a good idea to put a couple more copies in my deck. Because we already have one. And there's no way I'm going to be able to do Pauper here by removing all of my rare cards because we have too many. Yeah. All right, let's take a bludgeon. Or rather, 3. Ooh, okay. We have a couple things that we can do here. Obviously, it has to be an energy relic because we have high energy cost cards and we have the ice cream as well to retain the energy between rounds. I think it might be Cursed Key, specifically for the reason that you, like, picking up curses in a deck that's really, really thick is not that much of a problem because they comprise a much lower percentage of your deck, right? And they negate a much lower percentage of your draws and they activate effectively much less often. And also it will give me the ability to get the curses modifier, which is for having 5 different curses in our deck. Sure. Okay. I really want to Thunderclap Heavy Strike, right? Sorry, Heavy Strike, Perfected Strike. So Perfected Strike would be 26, 13, 40. So it's 40 plus Thunderclap. So I could kill the frontliner with that this turn and then Sword Boomerang the backliner. Or I could Flame Barrier and that doesn't kill anything. And I still take 8 damage with this play, whereas the other play I take 10 damage. So it's definitely this one. Flex. And then I guess I double tap a cleave. I mean, at least I had an attack in that hand. It could have been worse. It's probably Pommel Strike here. So, despite the fact that we've already picked up a Pommel Strike, we still haven't got the collector's bonus for it. Also, it's a little bit of draw, which is nice with the thicker deck so that you can get to more important cards. And also, it'll upgrade the power of the strikes significantly. Whirlwind's usually a snap pick, but not right now. Not for us. Cool. So I'm going to be taking 10 damage here, but I'm pretty much just going to set up lethal for next turn, right? Yeah, that'll do it. Block Potion's actually probably more important than a Power Potion for us. Second Flame Barrier. It's upgraded as well. We'll take it. That now has a collector's bonus as well. Flame Barrier. Okay. I could take Flash of Steel, but, like, strictly speaking, not necessary. Not even a strike. I'm actually looking at the Thread and Needle right now, mainly. Start of each turn, gain 5 plated armor. I mean, we are lacking in armor gain. If we can get this and, say, Orichalcum, we can be in a position where we don't really ever need armor. That is to say, we don't ever really need block. I'll put the Intimidate back on top of the deck so that I have the ability to intimidate you next turn. Okay, I'll Intimidate, then Bludgeon, then Headbutt to put the upgraded Perfected Strike back on top of our deck. And then I should be able to kill with it this turn. Excellent. Liquid Bronze, gain 3 Thorns, not that great. So Heavy Blade, we already have a single copy in our deck, so we could pick up another stack of Collector here, but Wild Strike, we're gonna want to get a Collector on Wild Strike anyway. This is interesting. I do want the Curses. That said, I can pick up Curses from this and then from the chest on the next floor. So I'll already have 5 Curses. So I should be going for the max HP here. See if I can get stuffed. That didn't come out right. All right. That is to say, see if I can get the score modifier that is known as stuffed. Unfortunately, I have to use a block potion this turn if I want to see to possibly perfect this fight. I had 11 block and 14 damage incoming. Okay. It should have been Ghostly Armor and Rampage there. That's my bad. Okay. And then Uppercut. And then Rampage for Xaxes. Excellent. Dreamcatcher. Whenever you rest, you may add a card to your deck as well as a Steroid Potion. Exhume versus Headbutt versus Blood for Blood. We don't need another Headbutt. We've already 4 in the deck. Exhume is... Do we have anything we exhaust that we desperately want to get back? I mean, if we had offerings, I'd take the Exhume, but we don't have offerings, so I won't take the Exhume. And that's just that. And that's that. Subtle reference. I don't know if anyone will get that one. All right, let's go for another Perfected Strike upgrade. Hello, Snecko. I'm afraid you've made it into the wrong town, fellow, because... Oh, this is just mayhem for you on this board right now. Oh, good. We even got a low-cost flex. All right. Gambler's Brew, probably more important than Regen Potion for us. Clash versus Armaments versus Evolve. If Armaments was upgraded, I would definitely take it right now, but it's not. We do already have an Armaments in the deck mind, so it would get us a Collector's bonus. I'll take it. Okay, we got Regret as well as Peace Pipe. You can now remove cards from your deck at rest sites. Excellent. Still probably not really going to be doing that. How have I still got a Defend in here? How did that happen? That shouldn't actually be possible? Yeah, that shouldn't really be possible. Now, the next time we get a curse, we're going to get 3 curses, right? So... I can remove a Regret right now, and I will still, next time I get a curse, have a total of 5 curses in my deck. So we can remove this, and it's just fine. It's just like removing a curse. It's cool. If I take this, my max HP would be garbage, but I would have 15 apparitions in my deck. Which actually does mean that the Threading Needle most often is going to fully protect me. I'm going to take this. I think it's actually going to result in us perfecting a lot of fights. Ladies and gentlemen, in every person's life, there comes a moment where they are called to greatness. We call this the hero's call in most modern media. Often there is an inciting incident. Sometimes a mentor has died. Sometimes some sort of a challenge has befell upon our fated hero. And sometimes they receive something so precious, so important that they will do anything to protect it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the fucking Singing Bowl. Ah, damn it, I swore. I was trying so hard not to. Oh, crumbs. My bad. All right. It's like super apparition here. I could probably actually flame barrier instead of the apparition, right? I'll end up on 21 defense, which is enough. Yeah, that's fine. And then I also get some offense back on them. Strike back to the top of the deck. Oh, look at how intangible we are. Bet she didn't plan, so I can magic. Never mind. It's time for the damage. Got him. Who's our boss this floor? Automaton. Could that be a problem? I mean, theoretically, it could be. I don't think it will be. Theoretically possible it could be. I guess. Sure. Reaper first, get myself a wee bit of healing. Ghostly Armor. I think I've already got 2 copies of Ghostly Armor in the deck. Ghostly Armor number 1, Ghostly Armor number 2. Yeah, so I'll take this because it's upgraded. I also could have taken Iron Wave to get a collector's bonus there. It's actually way more important to kill the Spherical Guardian right now. Oh, you are joking, mate. That Spherical Guardian is gonna live on 1 HP. I didn't even, count it because I was like, there's no way it's gonna live. Well, that's gonna teach me to make assumptions, because you know what assumptions do. They make a jerk out of everyone involved. I've had that told to me multiple times. Sure, I'll take a Sword Boomerang. Again, it's just a collector's bonus for us. Let's go for another Smith. We have 2 demon forms in the deck, but I don't really use them. So many apparitions. I love it. I love it. Can I upgrade anything that's actually like super significant to upgrade her? I mean, the closest is probably the Seeing Red. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to pass up the turn 1 demon form here. So I can deal exactly 56 this turn. So what I should do is double hit the backliner in order to not kill them, because then they'll take a card, and then if I kill them next turn, I get it back. So it's like draw. Ish. Okay, if I uppercut Wild Strike the front line, I'll kill, but I could also Demon Form here. No, it's Upper Struck Wild. Especially because I know I've got other apparitions in my deck. Excellent. Sure. I've now got barricades, so we're just going to be gaining a bunch of block here. I love it. All right, we'll Intimidate just to remove it. That is to remove the artifacting from the enemy. I mean, Apparition this turn does nothing. Apparition next turn does something. The thing is, it would wear off at the end of that turn, so there's no reason to use it. I mean, I could just Entrench right now, can't I? Entrench to 46, and then I get 5 back from Plated Armor, and I'm actually fully protected. Holy crumbs, y'all. We're actually going to perfect this boss. That's dumb. That's stupid, and I love it. Thankfully, we don't have any of these in our deck yet, so I'm free to pick Offering, which is extremely important and very, very, very good. Extra energy is really important. Removing 2 cards does nothing. Orrery is actually like a reasonable choice here, not only because I could, thank you, Singing Bowl, like drop it all in order to get 10 max HP, but getting 10 max HP isn't going to change our score modifier, right? Our score modifier is only going to change if we get to above 80 by a significant amount. I think it's like 15 is the first upgrade that you get. So I think it's Sozu here. Yeah. I'm happy with that. 5 energy. Donu and Deca are final bosses. Okay, well, that means we don't really get a free turn or anything like that, right? I'm actually really keen to just double kill hit. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. There's an apparition play there as well. This one concedes some damage, but it's also much better, frankly. If I can make my myself intangible before I hit, that's good. Never mind, looks like I can't. All right, sure. Fear Potion, I mean, that would be excellent. Unfortunately, can't take it. I could take any of these pretty happily. Warcry, we've already 2 in the deck. I'm going to take this one because it's upgraded primarily. Fight Rare Relic. Okay, I didn't know that this fight specifically gives you a Rare Relic. Well, now that I know that, I will start doing this fight more often. I mean, I could kill any of these pretty happily. I have to start working on the backliner. There's no choice. So we'll headbutt the Perfected Strike back to the top of our deck. We'll Pommel Strike, then we'll headbutt. Then we'll do that, and then we'll get a Perfected Strike back on top of our deck. Excellent. Since I'm also intangible this turn, I can kill without losing much HP. Frail, you can no longer become it, courtesy of this turnip. As much as I want to take Cleave or Heavy Blade, I do have to prioritize the output of damage, like our win condition effectively, and take the Twin Strike. We begin to fall. Losing a single bludgeon is a pretty big issue, right? Didn't I take 3 more bludgeons? So I've got a collector's bonus on bludgeon right now. The game is actually lagging when I try and look at my cards right now, which is good fun for me. I think it's hilarious, and I'm enjoying it a lot. It's just a really good time for my eyes. Actually, I don't think I can lose any of these without losing a collector's bonus. Yeah, I have exactly 4 flexes, I have 4 metallicizers, and I have 4 bludgeons. Let's lose a flex because I'm more readily going to pick up another flex, I guess. Okay. There is a shop in 2 spaces, so there's no reason to take the red mask there. When I say there's no reason, what I mean is there's no good reason. Yeah, I can just double tap the Perfected Strike on the front line. Right, 54. It's not going to be enough without it. Or I could Shockwave, Perfected Strike the front line, and then, yeah. Shockwave, Perfected Strike the front line, and then just Sever Soul the back line, I guess. That's not great. Never mind. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Take an explosive potion as well as offering. Excellent. So now I've got 6 offerings in my deck, which is just a great thing to have. But on top of all of that, I've also gotten a score bonus for offering now. Put the apparition back on top of our deck. Put the apparition back on top of our deck. I'll Armaments the Wild Strike and then do it twice. Cool. I know I've got apparitions on top of my deck. Apparitions singular. So I've got that happily to use. Okay. I don't know if there's any combination of this that's lethal. I mean, I have exactly 8 energy worth of cards in my hand, so I should just play all of them. Armaments only changes my damage output if I do it on Reckless Charge, basically. And other than that, there's no ordering concerns. I'm just trying to get an apparition on top of my deck, so if the enemy does decide to turn around and pull out a 40, which is what they're doing, and if they decide to get mad drunk in front of me, I'm going to have something to say about it. Okay. There we go. And should be a relatively easy kill this turn. Oddly smooth stone, start each combat with +1 dex, not bad. Twin strike, unfortunately we have to take over flex. Again, it's about our win condition. Anything left in my deck that I like desperately need to smith? So I don't think there is. I don't even really need to rest. What would I remove if I remove something? Probably one of the lower, the unupgraded, actually it would be the defend. The single defend. I don't know how you got in my deck, bud. I'm frankly mystified. Okay. So we have a lot of flexes in our deck, so getting a bunch of Panacea here is not a bad idea. So I would take what? Panacea, Pommel Strike, Armaments? Did I ever get more copies of Armaments for the collector's bonus? I did. Okay, I've already done that. I think this is probably a good idea. Panacea Pommel Strike. Panacea Pommel Strike Whetstone? I could actually theoretically take Evolve. No, with a deck of 128 cards, the days that are going to get added into our discard pile in the final fight are never going to activate. Another option is to take the Paper Frog, but then I deny myself so much in terms of not being able to take this Panacea. Panacea is really good in terms of its combo factor because you don't have to combo it with cards that you already have. You can get the other cards that work with it later. So there's Writhe. Ooh, that's bad. Potion Belt upon pickup gain 2 potion slots. So that's a relic that does nothing for us. And Writhe is actually going to terminate. It's going to depress our opening hand a lot here, which is unfortunate for us. We should be upgrading these offerings now, actually. I'm sad that I didn't spot that earlier. Yeah, you can see what they're going to be doing to our opening hands, right? I'll have artifacts to deal with these spikers. That's fine. If you're wondering whether or not I just forgot that bludgeon costs 3 and that 2 is less than 3, yes. Yes. That is exactly what just happened. Well done. How did you know? Okay. Liquid Bronze. Probably Heavy Blade this time. Actually, Wild Strike. Wild Strike, though. They're both kind of win conditions for us, actually. I mean, if they're both win conditions, they're also both collector's bonus for us right now, so we'll take a Wild Strike. If you're wondering why I didn't spend the rest of my money in the last shop, it's because I wouldn't have really gotten a big benefit from it, so... I'm all about those benefits, y'all. That came out wrong. That doesn't sound correct. Yeah. Okay. Let's headbutt a perfected strike to the top of the deck. And if I don't want to take 3 more damage by playing another offering that turn, I can just wait and then use it this turn. Thunderclap. We do have a Thunderclap in our deck by base, and we definitely want an upgraded Thunderclap. It's going to be much easier to apply vulnerability to our enemies using it. I'll kill the one that's dealing most damage there. Seems simple. Because it is. I'll armaments the armaments, and then I'll armaments again. Excellent. Backliner can't really do anything to us this turn and should die this turn. No need to take any of these, right? We have another copy of Sword Boomerang in the deck, didn't we? Didn't we pick up a Sword Boomerang? We did. Excellent. So I'll take the max HP here. I think I've taken the max HP option a total of once. It's a little disappointing. I'm going to choose to take damage here so that I can prevent more of those dazeds going into our deck. Apparition. Plus a Flame Barrier. Then it's Thunderclap. Reaper for a bunch of HP back. And then defend myself. Hell yeah. One down. Two down. Three down. Excellent. Now we have to take the Heavy Blade. Okay. So if I desperately wanted, I could rest here in order to add a card to my deck using the Dreamcatcher. But I think much more important than that will be upgrading our offering so that we can draw harder. So Power Potion just immediately goes into play. Juggernaut. Cool. I'm gonna have to gamble as Brew here, unfortunately, because if I don't get artifacting, I'm just taking damage this turn. Wow, alright. Alright, we're taking damage this turn. That's really unfortunate. There's not that much I could have done about that. So if I Thunderclap and then Uppercut here, you will take 20 damage and then you'll take the Perfected Strikes damage. Yeah. I can't kill the frontliner. That's really sad. That's really sad. So I'm not going to be able to perfect this fight. Like, I can't weaken the frontliner because the weakness would remove the first artifacting and then the second artifacting would... there's no second artifacting, sorry. Then the vulnerability would be applied because it's done in order. Right, so if I can't weaken the enemy, I guess I'll just start working on the other enemy that I was planning to hit this entire time. That's really sad. 6 HP is the difference there. And then I'm going to get a single apparition. I thought I was going to get a bunch of them. Just to rub it in. Okay. Perfected Strike, then Headbutt the Perfected Strike back to the top of the deck. See, the thing is, we were so close. We were so close. Ah, well. With Steroid Potion, I think we actually might have the kill this turn. No, we would need some vulnerability. Ah, well. That's okay. Enemy's dead next turn. I'm really disappointed by that. Like, that was a garbage draw that stopped us from getting a really cool thing. Ah, well. 1,501. Not bad. Could have been, obviously, 100 points better by getting the Beyond Perfect there. Other than that, I don't know there's that many things I could have done. I think there are a different couple of collector choices I could have made. I probably could have gotten, like, 2 more stacks of collector. And if I didn't go for the apparitions, I would have had 1 fewer stacks of collector, but I probably could have gotten stuffed just by turning down every card after the Singing Ball and increasing my max HP that way. Let's have a look. I actually don't think... I think I will be in the top 100 with that. I can't remember what the scores for the top 100 were, but I think that's a very competitive score considering the choices that we'd made. Yeah, it looks like 1,501 is where most people are. So we are tied for 30th with many different people. We could have easily gotten an extra 100 if we just didn't get a garbage draw. It's also worth noting that having having Writhe as the 3 curses that we picked up on that final floor was absolute garbage. I also don't know if curses are currently seeded. I know they didn't used to be because there was a run where I just got nothing but pains and most of my commenters were like, I didn't get pains, I got this. I didn't get pains, I got this. And one lucky son of a gun was like, I didn't get pains, I got clumsies. Screw you, I'm still mad at you. So we easily could have gotten an extra 100 and we would have been on 601 with these lucky people, tied for 14 on the first page. Ah well, for the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. That has been the daily for the 29th of whatever month it is, 2018. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves and hopefully we'll see you next time.